there, Don.
Good evening, sir. What is happening, Mark?
Man, it's Wednesday. It's fun. It's nice. It's gonna be a great live.
Indeed, happy hump day to those out there. We're halfway through the week.
Yes, yes. So, Don,
Yes, sir.
should we go and cue the music up now? You get ready for this topic?
I think we can, man. We can go ahead and bang it out, sir.
We gonna bang it out?
Yeah.
Normally I don't do this because my musical talents are such greatness. I normally don't sing. Or
Okay.
excuse me, I normally don't sing.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like the Eddie Kane Jr. of the podcast world.
There you go. There you go, sir.
Yeah. So let me go because the name of the topic. What's the name of the topic again?
What's love got to do with it?
Got to do, got to do. What's love got to do? Got to do.
Yes, sir. That is the
Who needs?
title.
I ain't finished.
Oh,
Who
wait.
needs
Oh,
a
man.
heart?
You need an
Nah, I'm still
encore.
choking.
Get that man an encore. Yeah, who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? What's love got to do with it? That's the title of tonight's topic, with the subtopic dealing in with love versus responsibility, finding that balance.
Yeah.
And on tonight's show, we're going to discuss that topic. We want the show to cover some aspects of love and responsibilities in relationships to determine if certain things are done because of love or because of responsibility.
Right. Now, before we get into this, as always, we gotta get that disclaimer out, right?
Yes, sir.
No, Don and I are not experts. We're just regular guys, regular people who share our experiences in this open platform.
Mhm.
And what we're doing, we're trying to create a positive space about relationships, singleness, loving yourself, everything to make us better through our experiences. Now, also, we're not we're not what it says. Hey, I like the thing you wrote. Uh, not intended to. Oh yeah, he with them big words.
Here
Blank.
we go.
Yeah, what's that big word? Malign. Malign any
Maligned.
religion, ethnic group, club, organizations, company, individual, or anyone or anything.
Yes. There you
But
go.
just as important, know what we need to do?
Yes.
Make sure everybody like, subscribe, and keep watching.
Indeed.
Invite your friends. Let them watch. Support the channel. You and I here every other Wednesday, and Kia and Shamika, the other two great ladies, the other two co-hosts, are doing their thing on the other or every other Tuesday. Spreading the love, the knowledge, and the healing, which
Yes.
everybody needs a little of that.
Yeah. There you go, sir.
Yeah. All
Now
right.
that we've taken care of the legalese, let's get down to the business of the show, sir. Let's get this thing cracking.
Let's do it.
All right. And again, we're going to deal with tonight's topic of what love's got to do with it. And we start off tonight's show by going through the definitions of love versus responsibility. And go ahead and put up the definition for those that are listening or watching for love. In
All
its
right.
purest form, love is emotion that reflects deep, affectionate care and connection towards someone else. It can exist in various forms, such as romantic, familiar, family love, platonic, and it can be expressed in countless ways. While responsibility refers to the act of taking a certain obligation or duty, either willingly or out of necessary, and put in the context of the relationships, responsibility often involves providing for another personal needs, offering emotional support, and being dependable in various ways. What do you think about those definitions, Marcus? Love versus responsibility.
All right. So let me bring up responsibility real quick. All right. So I like the definitions, and love. The definition of love. Let me go back to it real quick. Yeah, I lost it. So, but the love portion is a lot of times everybody defines love in their own way, and and that could be a great thing and a problem. It'll also be a problem.
Yeah,
But my definition of love is may not be your definition of love.
true.
So I'm curious to ask, maybe if we had somebody on live, like, what is love to you?
Yeah, get their different aspect of love
Yeah.
and how it mean what it means to them, because the various forms, as we indicated, romantically, platonically, family wise, it can be expressed. You can express love through love languages. You can express it through verbal commands, physical commands, touch. So it means difference to people, and we would be glad to get the audience's opinion of what they think love means.
Right. So real quick, I know we have the definition of there's two types of love,
Yeah,
and which because of you, I kind of knew about this, but I never really delved deep in kind of into those two definitions because,
yeah,
like you said, everybody I got my own definition of love
yeah.
and how I feel it should translate. So what was the first one you had?
Well, before I go into that, I want to let people know that love, we're going to explore the differences and perspectives of those
Okay.
definitions, because love, even though you say you have your own definition of love, there is a reason for that certain feeling or that certain definition that you have. The first one we're going to talk about is love versus, sorry, let me back up. We're going to talk about the experience of love versus the feeling of being in love. And that
Oh.
kind of categorizes how love is portrayed to certain people, because you can have the experience of love like, man, I just went to dinner and someone paid for my meal. I was broke. I had, and then you have $20. That's the experience of being loved in that situation. Then the feeling of being in love is, I just met this beautiful woman and she just took me off my feet. So the first one we're going to talk about is the metaphysical aspects of love. You can go ahead and throw up the definition, and that's basically telling this a desire to maintain a profound, intimate, interpersonal relationship with another person, unmitigated by concerns for the duration of the relationship. So this kind of love can be passionate and romantic, and the classic metaphysical relationship could be Romeo versus Juliet. You're gonna love hard, and you're gonna love to the death, and ride or die chick. You know, me and my girlfriend just gonna take it to the ends of the world. That's the metaphysical concept of love. What do you think about that, Marcus, and how you experience love or feel about love?
So just off the rip of that definition, I would think that would be my how I would interpret love more so,
Yeah,
and the way you presented it. You know, to the end, we gonna ride this. You know, and we're gonna say is to maintain profound, intimate interpersonal relationship.
yeah,
Yeah, that in aspects that's me. I think that's me.
yeah,
And so yeah, I agree. I agree with that definition.
yeah. It's definitely one that the relation to Romeo and Juliet is how I saw the metaphysical aspect of love, because of when a person is carrying along those lines of love, they are going to be attracted to a mate, and they're going to stick by that mate, and it's almost like that mate can't do any wrong. So that's the person that they're tied to, hand in hand per se.
Yeah, and also that also make it sound dangerous.
It is dangerous.
When you say they
It
can't
can
do no
be.
wrong, that's like I'm closing my eyes and not seeing nothing but the other person, and I'm being oblivious until, as we like to say, those red flags, because that metaphysical is
Yeah,
so strong.
it is. It can
And
definitely blind a person's view of their mate, regardless of what you indicated the red flag. You see all the red flags, and you still invite yourself to be consumed with the passion of the metaphysical, and therefore you immerse yourself into it, and don't matter if they out there gang banging, you still love this person, right?
yeah, so metaphysical is just saying you get your nose wide open, huh?
Yeah, indeed, sir. It's
Hmm.
definitely taking you, sweeping them off their feet.
Yeah, yeah.
We got any comments from the audience in regards to love and the Experience of love versus the
Hold on.
feeling of it.
Yep, and we do have one on Instagram. Let me bring it up real quick.
Okay.
And this is from Babe.
All right.
She was saying that. Hold on, let me bring it up. Yeah. Oh, it didn't copy. But Kia was saying yes, it is dangerous.
Yeah.
You know that having you being strung out like that over a person. Mm-mm. Hold on, and she also said, "Hold on, dang it, you gotta forgive me. I'm a little slow this after this
No
evening.
worries,
Wow."
sir. No worries.
But keep talking. Let me bring this up real quick.
Yeah. So in reference to the metaphysical, I look at it as in relation to Romeo and Juliet, how you would be in a teenage phase of love, and this aspect also was put on our Data from the Real Facebook page because I was also researching this as well. And that's the first three stages of love, and that first stage of love is that young age, that puppy love, that metaphysical in which you meet someone and you tend to no longer see the world, only you see that person and block everything else out. And we probably all experienced that and are seeing that with our eyes.
Handpicked.
That's what they say.
Uh huh. That's what
Yeah.
my dad said. You handpicked. And I couldn't say that's my dad. But in my mind, like N word F you.
Wow.
I didn't know it wasn't gonna come out my mouth, but it was saying in my mind.
Yes, I do see Kia's poet. I mean, Kia the McLean, the poet, comment here. You are right of positivity, not crazy. I do agree with you. You just you roll with that. That's the person you chose, and you try to make it work as the best that you can.
Yeah. So that's why I say that metaphysical. Ooh.
Yeah.
And this is one, but this is also one of the things we're trying to in this platform we're trying to do. We're trying to make it so the metaphysical is not omnipotent. Making it. You want to tailor it.
Yeah.
You know, you can be ride or die with reason. You could be ride or
Hmm.
die with boundaries. You could be ride or die with making it better for the both of you and not being so one sided.
True. True.
You know, you could make it. You can be metaphysical without being one sided. So
Indeed.
and I didn't think about this until right now until we started talking because metaphysical when you first said it I was like yeah I'm metaphysical. Now I'm thinking like yeah let me do
Well,
some meta.
some metadata, something, right?
Yeah,
Metrosexual or something. But this is the definition or the explanation why a person may feel a certain way. Because as you indicated, you can be a ride or die with balance or boundaries. But now you know why. For those that want to get even deeper behind the scenes, this is why, because it's a physical aspect of love. It's just not coming out of the atmosphere and falling onto your forehead. It's actually a physical concept behind it, the way a person feels connected to another one.
yeah.
And
So
go ahead.
no. I was just agreeing with you now and swallow my whiskey.
You got that Jameson's.
No, I ain't. They ain't what I got, but I ain't gonna tell you what I got because how
Don't tell the truth.
they ain't paying me for it.
You got that. You got the Laportier.
I we I ain't got no little Portier money. Yeah, I got that E&J bread.
Okay. Okay.
Shoot, wrong,
Gotcha.
wrong with you? Shoot, it's inflation. Little Portier.
Yeah.
Shh.
But I wanted to also continue with the experience of love from the metaphysical aspect. The flip side of that is the feeling of being in love. And there is a reason we feel a certain way. And this pertains to the psychological aspect of love. And go ahead and throw up that definition, sir.
Okay.
And even though that's abbreviated, I'm going to go ahead and read out the long version. The psychological meaning is the release of certain chemicals in the brain that make us feel good. And these three chemicals include the dopamine, the oxytocin, and the serotonin. Yeah, oxytocin and serotonin. And the dopamine pertains to the feeling that makes us feel good. The oxytocin pertains to the chemical that makes us want to be near a person, and the serotonin is the chemical that makes you feel good about yourself. So these three chemicals are being released at the same time when a person falls in love. So now you have those feelings that ties to the person that makes you want, desire, need this person. It's just not, again, falling out of the atmosphere. There's a particular physical chemistry component that's taking place within the body that's attracting you and making you feel a certain type of way for a person. What do
Yeah.
you think about
So
that?
I also agree with that because when you're we all know that your body releases chemicals for different things or different emotions.
Yeah.
But that emotion that when you're with that person, even if it's not your forever person, even when you're just dating, you're in that initial phase,
Mm-hmm.
you're getting all that. I want to be around that person, this and that. Hey, and that's a great feeling, and you keep chasing that.
Yeah, we
You
all do.
Yeah, we keep that's the true dragon we chasing. You know what I'm saying?
Natural high, man. We're
Man,
trying to get
natural
that
high,
thing back.
and that's what I love. And that's what I love about being in a good relationship
Yeah,
where you can get all three of those continuously.
man, you can.
Yeah, when I mean continuously, I mean like me and Babe are 3 years into this shit, and I can still get those dopamines, oxycontin or oxycodone, whatever you. I can get
Oxytocin.
all those chemicals.
Yeah.
I know I could be a Dexter's laboratory of chemicals when I'm with her.
You got an
Um,
overdose over there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's why I start stuttering even more.
Yeah.
But this is why.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at that definition and the previous definition. I was like, man, you could if you put when you put all that in the basket
Mm-hmm.
with a little of this, it's a great. That could be a magical thing.
It is. It is magical because you just think how all of this is happening at the same time, right? You having these feelings, you having these desires, you're feeling good about yourself. You're smiling. All these chemical reactions are taking place in the body, and you're feeling connected to the person.
Okay,
Man,
yeah, and that's what ultimately what we want.
no
And
oxycontin. I may have typed that in correctly. Oxytocin, I believe that's what it should have been. I apologize for misspelling
hey,
and typing
I
that.
was because I was thinking like, damn, I know OxyContin that shit they been the pharmacy for pain and whatnot they be selling on the
Well,
street. Like,
oxytocin works in the same
yeah.
way. It definitely will numb that pain if you're in love. It makes it, when you're near that person, you don't want to feel
Ah,
nothing.
that's how you save it.
Yeah,
You know, when
there you
when
go.
she releasing oxytocins and oxycontins on bad days and numb that pain, that's how you. I like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Babe, I had a bad day. Hit me with the oxycodone in my mind.
Yeah, oxytocin, man. I apologize again. We're not experts at this, so might have
Damn
to pull
sure
out
ain't.
you might have to pull out a Bible on us or something. Help us with some definitions here. Keep us on the right path, if anything. Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta get this. I gotta get this. I gotta put this in this chat. Hold
Okay.
on. she,
We
she
don't
says,
want that high.
"No, no, no."
Exactly. No, not at all. Again, folks, oxytocin.
Yeah. Yeah. I overdo
Oxytocin.
weed because I got high. Because I
Yeah.
got high.
What's going on, Floyd? Hey, fam. Nice of you to join us again. Tonight's show is What's Love Got to Do with It? Love versus Responsibility, Finding Balance. Just to do a recap for Floyd, we're just going over the definitions of love versus responsibility and
What's
dealing with
love got
the
to do?
experience of love versus the experience of being in love. And we just went through the metaphysical as well as the psychological phases of love. So, yeah, man, you just missed out on when the oxycontin was popping and the oxytocin was working.
And we were singing. You ain't the only artist,
and,
Floyd.
and we were
What's
singing again.
love got to do? Got to do? Got to do?
Yeah.
Who needs a heart? Nah, stop joking.
When a heart can be broken.
Girl can
Man,
be broken.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Gonna show my Tina Turner arms around here.
Yeah. Eat the cake, anime. Eat the cake.
Eat the cake. You can't help, Ike. Hold on.
God.
I better stop because my baby meditates. I'm gonna go to Ringe. Oh,
Marcus getting into that metaphysical over
Yeah.
there.
But if I don't be careful, I'm gonna get a physical that I don't want or lack of.
So again, I do think we've covered defining love by exploring the different perspectives and definitions. And the next topic, well, not next topic, but the next section we wanted to go into now is compare that towards defining responsibility and understanding the obligations and duties in a relationship. Because again, the title is What's Love Got to Do with It? And sometimes in a relationship, we do things out of love or in spite of. So now we want to clarify the responsibility of certain things in relationships, because sometimes things are done not because of love, because of the responsibility that goes along with the person or the relationship they're trying to hold on to. So again, a person may have a responsibility to care for an elderly parent, which creates a duty to provide for them and a sense of loyalty or their well-being. However, this responsibility sometimes conflict with other duties or loyalties, such as the duty of job or loyalty to their spouse. So if you think about that before we dive into it, if you had to care for an elderly parent or grandparent and you have a spouse, husband, wife, boyfriend, or girlfriend that wants loyalty or all the attention to them, you feel obligated out of responsibility to take care of that family member. And this person is feeling obligated that you should tend to them and their needs first. So what do you think about that definition pertaining to responsibility, Marcus?
Well, so that was basically just a broad definition of responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
When I think of responsibility in relationship, I think of what I'm required to do, what I need to do, and somewhat even obligated to do to make sure I have to maintain a healthy, and a happy relationship.
Indeed.
You know,
Indeed.
you know, and before let me go over a little side note real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Babe said she's right. We want to appreciate everybody who's tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. We
Yes.
appreciate the support. Thank y'all. This is what we love to do, and we love having everybody join us.
Indeed. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marcus.
All right. Thank you, babe, for pointing that out to us. But yeah, that's what I think about responsibility. You know,
Mm-hmm.
even and if you take it out of the context of romantic relationship, like you said, to a family and to a elderly person or a child, whatever. And I don't know, I was gonna bring it up later, but let me touch on it real quick now.
Go ahead. Let's go ahead.
I was thinking about when you said responsibility to a family
Mm-hmm.
in relationship to love. What I thought about was arranged marriages.
Oh, wow.
And now, that responsibility to your family or family legacy or name,
Mm-hmm.
in spite necessarily not necessarily in spite of love,
Mm-hmm.
where that responsibility to your lineage or heritage is more pronounced or
Yeah.
stronger than what your personal feelings is to a person.
Yes.
And what I just a quick Google search, and it'll tell you that arranged marriages a lot of times last just as long or not longer than marriages of the metaphysical ones that we were
Yes.
speaking of, and the ones with all the dope in it. The
Dopamine,
the dopamines,
serotonin.
the doped up love.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about that. I was like, yo, responsibility is deep because and didn't your definition have like loyalty with it
But
ingrained in responsibility?
indeed, but check this out. We're going to get even deeper. I'm not to cut you off, but
Yeah, I'm with you.
the responsibility in pertaining to the obligation and duties of a relationship is it a feeling or a choice?
Mm.
It's a feeling or a choice. The reason I say that because responsibility is the foundation of duty and loyalty, as you were indicating. Without a sense of responsibility, we cannot truly fulfill our duties or maintain loyal in relationships. So, is that responsibility a feeling or is it a choice that we make? That's the comparison we were attempting to get some clarification and comparison on.
Well, that's kind of hard because everything's a choice. I could choose to love or not to love.
Yeah,
I could choose to ignore my feelings.
indeed.
You know, you people have a feeling of responsibility.
Yes. Now we're talking. So you
Yeah,
have a feeling of responsibility.
yeah, a feel of obligation.
The choice you make.
Yeah,
Okay.
like he said, babe said, a feeling or choice. It is. You kind of
Yeah.
ponder it.
Yeah, just think
You,
about that for a second, because we're gonna get even deeper with some more explanation. Right now, we're stuck on the responsibility aspect of duty and loyalty, and asking is it a feeling or choice? I'm responsible for taking care of my family, my kids, as we were talking about earlier, and within that choice, I'm making that choice to stay responsible. Otherwise, you can say "f them kids" and get the hell on. So you think about that. Uh, we make a choice for a responsibility that is as due to us. We it's there whether we want it or not. In other words, shall I say?
mm-hmm.
Because if we go down to the next line, duty can be either voluntary or involuntary. Voluntary duties are those that we take on willingly, while involuntary duties are those that are imposed on us. So we can take on duties and responsibilities such as cleaning the house, but then our duty is involuntary given to us, which is to, again, that choice of taking care of the family. We can make a choice to or not to, but the duty is ours because it's forced upon us. You have kids, you have to take care of those kids.
Mm.
What do you think
But
about that?
ooh,
It's getting deep now.
ah, no, yeah, but because not having okay, so let me preface this by saying I don't have biological kids, so it may hit me a little different than it may hit you, one of blood relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So what you say is forced or involuntary, somebody who has biological kids, it may not see with the right dope going on in their head, the oxycontins and codones and fentanyl. It may not feel voluntary. It may feel involuntary, like it's a internal, like okay, that maternal instinct. Like,
Yeah,
like moms say they have that maternal instinct to protect their kids. Like it's something about them. It's
it's that
inert.
feeling. It's that
Yeah.
feeling.
So I can't say if it was with it being biological. Is it really imposed or is this like a
This
like
is this is
it's a
where this is where we ask the audience for their feedback because I personally feel like I have a responsibility to do the things that are thrusted upon me. And it is my duty to do those things. I make that choice to make sure that they are done. We haven't even got to the third one yet. So let's see if we can get some feedback from the audience pertaining to responsibility and duty.
All right, hold on. Before we go there, let's see what the audience just says.
All right.
Read that for us, please,
It says
John.
it if it sounds like work or feels like work, does love have a different feeling to you guys? Ooh, that's deep. Yes, it does have a different feeling because I'm like Marcus. I want to pop that fentanyl and then dopamines, and I want it to be metaphysical. It coming naturally, right? You got that feeling when all those pleasure senses are just flowing through your body. But when you sit there and have to work on love, when I say work, I mean you actually have to get this person to like you. You have to get this person's attention. You have to work to cheer them up because they seem to be in a sour mood, or you have to do things to even get them motivated. And sometimes we should be self-motivating because we want to do better. We have a responsibility to do better. It is our duty. But then when you have to work on love to even get another person's attention, at the end of the day, who's pouring into your cup? As we previously explained on prior topics of shows, who's pouring into your cup if you're doing all the pouring out of yours?
Right.
That
So
has a different feeling.
I got you with that. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
take it from a different angle.
Okay.
With the same, I agree with you, and let me try to use the example and just take this with a grain of salt.
All right.
You know how they say if you have a job you love, you're not it's not really work.
Yeah.
If you love someone, it doesn't seem like work for real.
True.
You know, okay, and even break it down to the simplest physical way. Just say back in your wild days, you had some kind of intimacy with a woman that you didn't care about. And she's like, "Can you go get me some water?" Hell no, go get your goddamn self. Or can let's go out, let's go here. No, I'm busy. Take your you can go. Hell, ain't nothing wrong with your car. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get your own goddamn on burger.
Going to Sonic or something.
Yeah, but when you're in love, it's like, babe, all right, I got it, no problem. All right, I'll take care of
Yeah.
it. But even though now sometimes it may feel like you don't want to, but that urge, that drive
Mm-hmm.
is gonna motivate you to go do it. Cause I would lie and say if everything she asked me to do, I'd want to do. No, but the love I have for her,
Yeah.
it pushes me. It allows me to do that extra step, and I don't mind. I don't mind because me getting my dope is worth it.
And that brings me to piggyback on what you just said to the third topic, which is loyalty. Loyalty can be both positive and negative. Positive loyalty involves commitment to something that is good or beneficial, while negative loyalty involves commitment to something that is harmful or dangerous. So, if you're loyal to the person that you love and you feel like you have a responsibility and a duty to oblige to their needs, it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like work at all.
Right.
What
And
do you think about that loyalty aspect of it?
and loyalty is like that Is like that metaphysical. It could be dangerous too.
Yeah, it can be.
You know.
Yeah. You're making a commitment to someone who doesn't love you, and that can be harmful because you're giving wasted time, energy.
Yeah. Man, I'm a law abiding citizen. I'm a law abiding citizen most of the time. Damn that Bonnie and Clyde shit.
He said he robbing no banks
I ain't robbing no
and ain't
banks.
popping no oxycontin, fentanyl.
Yeah.
We ain't doing none of
So
that.
that loyalty, so I wouldn't expect my woman to go like say if I don't know, I do something like very like commit a murder. I'm not expect her to cover for me.
Yeah. Well, you're not expecting it, but how many datelines you've seen where it happens, right?
Yeah, Bob. See, God dang now.
How many datelines you seen? I mean, just not even dateline, just in a movie or a regular. What would you do? You would, if you love that person, you're gonna do something to help them. Unless they just out there, doing some wild things. You be like, okay, let me think about this. We both good.
Okay, so
But
that loyal. Hey, so think about that loyalty. Is jeopardizing them.
you say that, but it happens.
It
The
happens. I'm not
simplest
saying.
of things. You're like, why did she just turn her husband in?
All right. So don't get me
And she
wrong. I'm not
covered
saying.
for
So
it.
okay, great. This is
That
this stop.
dopamine
That's
was kicking in.
yeah. So if I say that could be a bad thing, no.
Yeah,
Guess what? That loyalty. Now you're lying on, especially to the police or even on that stage, on a stand, and now you can possibly go to jail or possibly
treasury
get convicted of conspiracy or whatever.
conspiracy.
And that loyalty just left your family in shambles. What if you got kids?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt. Because if you're doing something that has no positive end results, I, I can't say for anybody's situation, but I'm just saying if you're doing something that doesn't have any positive end results, there is going to be an outcome that's not going to be favorable. So someone should weigh those options, but I can't say why they didn't weigh those options when it comes to the person they love, right? Because that
Exactly.
loyalty is strong, man.
That metaphysical
Metaphysical, it's
is mixed
strong.
with that loyalty.
Is it a feeling or is it a choice? Is
I
it a
mean,
feeling that you want to be there for your spouse, or is it a choice you make that I'm going to lie to cover up the crime? Because they say the cover up is worse than the crime, So
um, yeah, you've been watching a lot of shows.
my lady
Yeah,
watch Dayline all the damn
whatever.
time,
That's
so
that.
I go to
You and your
sleep
lady be
and think
watching.
I'm
You and your
under
lady be watching all them crime shows. First 48, Dateline, all all the old ones be on the free channels.
Yeah. So asking the audience again, what do they feel about those three options of responsibility, duty, and loyalty? Is it a feeling or is it a choice when it comes to love and responsibility and how they influence each other? Because they definitely co-entwine, they mingle, but at the same time, we're just breaking down a tiny aspect of it for conversation purposes, but it also is deeper meaning for we can get a learned experience here, and because didn't understand the three uh, pleasure zones that were there, the serotonin, the oxytocin, and dopamine. I was not aware of those and how they play into what we're feeling on a daily basis towards love.
Yeah, I'm sprung out to get me. No, oh here.
Yeah, Kia McLean said the audience quiet tonight. What are y'all thinking about the fellas' dialogue and opinions? We want that feedback, man. Let's get some of that feedback. Let's get some information from the audience as we go through this and try to get their understanding of love
You,
versus responsibility.
and while we wait on that, I want to point out something.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, Babe and I did an episode about, you know, I want to say it was about love and the confusion between love and gratitude. I think it was,
Okay.
and this also kind of plays into that when with confusing love and responsibility.
Hmm.
You know, feeling responsible to a person that I think that's love, or this is my mate because I feel responsible for that person.
Yeah.
You know, example would be like how can I put this in words? Oh yeah, oh she a good woman. She cook, clean, all that good shit. She take care of me. Does that mean I'm in love? That because
Good
she a
question.
good woman, does that mean I'm in love?
Good point. Good point.
You know, now we basing my whole life on a criteria of how good the person features, or not features, but characteristics are.
Hmm.
Not how the characteristics mesh with your characteristics, or your metaphysical and your psychological meshing, or how you're anything that it is whining. You're
Yeah,
solely basing it on what can they do for me or my house or my home.
indeed.
And there's people out there who say, "Hey, I want to marry her because she can raise my kids properly."
Yes. Yeah, looking for that ride or die.
Or
Or
I want him because he's a provider.
a
He's a good
person with
provider.
responsibilities.
Yeah, he a provider. How many times you to hear that? He's a good provider.
Yeah.
You can learn to love him. He's a provider.
Learn to love them. Wow.
Yeah. He ain't
Got
shit. He
there
probably
with
got about 3 or 4 women, but he
no
provide.
loyalty. No loyalty.
Oh, so Misa got some of that. What's it talking about?
She says they are keeping it real talk and hilarious. Yes, we gotta laugh while we crying here, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
boy.
we gotta laugh while we cry.
You know why? Because what's love got to do?
Got to
do.
do with it. But let me continue with that love and responsibility talk. So I'm going to continue with my notes here. Love and responsibility complement each other, with love providing the emotional foundation and motivation, while responsibilities offer structure, stability, and commitment. But check this out. Love motivates responsibility. Love often serves as the primary motivator for assuming responsibilities within the relationship. Now, this is tricky because if you listen to what it says, love motivates responsibility. So it's almost as if it's saying, hey, babe, if you mow that yard, you can get a little bit of love. Like, see what I'm saying? It's motivating you. So you jump out there, yeah, I'm about to get it tonight. Let me go mow this yard. You knock that thing out in 5 minutes. What do you think about that, sir? That's just the first half of
So your definition, how you translated some bullshit.
it.
I ain't gonna never have a relationship where I think the most common reward is some nookie. What you got for Christmas? What you got me for Christmas? Some nookie. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, what you say? Quick pro quo, quick pro quo love. No, so what I got out of that is, like I was saying earlier, my love for you, the metaphysical and the psychological, makes me want to be responsible, makes me want to do things for you, makes me, not the necessarily the physical of, hey, I'm gonna get some. Well, shit, that ain't never some fucked up prostitution. Cut the y'all for some pussy. No, we ain't doing that.
He was out there changing tires.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. We did stupid shit like that when we was younger. I'm gonna change that tire and I'm asking for something for night. No, we're beyond that. Now we're doing this because we want to get that dope. But and we
see, you want the dope.
Yeah, and a desire to make our relationship better.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you, I may not
definitely.
want to do something sometimes, but that's my love. So fuck it, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna smile when I do it.
Yes.
Most times, so you
Gotta
time
smile.
I have, but it doesn't matter. And she's gonna do something for me regardless. She may, if she go to a store, she may buy something for me that I ain't bought soap in 3 fucking years. Like, how the fuck I keep getting soap?
Floyd got a comment here. He says, I agree. Love definitely motivates responsibility. Responsibility may grow the love. They are definitely tied together within a relationship. Floyd, I got some follow-up to what you're saying, because I think Floyd got to peeking in on our notes over here, man. Marcus sent you a copy. But yes, he says,
I don't know him like that. Nah.
may grow the love. But check this out. My follow-up between love motivates responsibility is responsibility enhances love. Fulfilling responsibilities within a relationship fosters trust, reliability, and dependability, which are essential components of love. Mark has been giving notes to Floyd, and Floyd peeping in, but that's all good, sir. I'm just laughing. Responsibility does definitely grow the love. It enhances it, and it ties it all together. Based on Marcus's motivation, he's doing it because he wants some of that dopamine and then metaphysical, and other people may do it because they know they're gonna get some tonight. So you think about that motivation and the responsibilities that's tied to
Yeah. And so let's talk about that because you're gonna get some.
it.
Let's just no the, real talk with little non-real talk.
Yeah,
What if that happened where your partner can't give you none, can't give you no nookie or peck? I can't say she told me not to say pecker. Can't give none of that D. Do you stop doing that? Do you stop doing the things?
no, you don't. And I have a real conversation. I was on the. Let me rephrase that. Prior dating aspects of my life, I met a woman who was through conversation and going out on a date. She told me she was married, and she told me that she had a husband who's a quadriplegic. And through their conversations and communication, he wanted her to go out and live her life because he knew he could not give it to her like she was needed it. So you think about that responsibility of her taking care of him, the duty as a wife, and the loyalty to him to allow her to do that. And then she tells him if she went out on a date or not. I couldn't deal with all that because it just wasn't comfortable with me. But you think about that aspect of what Marcus is stating. That's very deep, man.
Yeah, exactly. Because we want a life partner. So we always say part. We know we on in this channel we always say partner. We don't say fuck mate. Say partner.
Yeah, it's not too short here.
Yeah, it's totally different. And I want to say if one of us became something, heaven forbid, that some shit like that happen, that something extreme happens, I'm really comfortable to say that we gonna be there for each other, and that's what I'm basing me spending my rest of my life with her. That that loyalty is placed properly. That duty is placed properly.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
That responsibility.
The responsibility is placed properly because it enhances the love.
Yes, indeed it does.
Yeah.
That's a really good follow up there, man. Appreciate the support there. And then we have the next subtopic is communication in love and responsibility, which is clarifying expectations and intentions. Because we think about love and responsibility, it creates a reciprocal cycle of support and care. Partners support each other in pursuing individual goals and aspirations while also prioritizing the well being of the relationship. So, the first topic is balancing individual needs versus your partner needs.
Ooh.
Yes, that's pretty deep. Because negotiating the balance between personal needs and responsibilities to one's partner is crucial in maintaining a healthy relationship. However, if you're pouring out of your cup, who is pouring into yours to balance that off? Otherwise, it's going to be one sided. Because we all have goals, we all have things we like to do. We should have aspirations that motivate us, and we support each other through that process. But if it's all one sided, and again, as I said earlier, if I have to motivate you, if I have to get up and get you going and then get me going, my cup is empty by noon. I need a refill.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna need something that nookie.
if it nookie good, you ain't doing shit. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
Yeah, you
Tap out.
done. Yeah. Your cup is all the way empty.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because Floyd says hopefully that person's love isn't solely based on getting nookie. No, it's not, Floyd. But man, we do need it if our cup is is empty. I need a refill.
Yeah, boy. It's like putting bacon on a burger. That shit is
Yeah,
much better.
enhanced.
Yeah,
Responsibility enhances love. Now,
yeah,
whose responsibility? It's a feeling or it's a choice.
yeah,
You make the decision. Got to decide. Like you just say, you got to make a decision.
yeah. But what you was saying about the cup though,
Yeah,
and Kia said to me, and Kia the one I think was bringing this up to me at one time, and we was talking about it, or it might have been on one of the Tuesday night lives.
yeah. I think it's on Tuesday.
Yeah, about the cup runneth over.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you that run over. That way, I'm never emptying my cup to what point where I'm at a deficit.
yeah,
So I have to, let me make myself right and get in, and I have enough to give you to motivate you and make everything right. So it's not one sided. If you wasting this run over, yeah, you can get going because it's a waste of time and it's still gonna be one sided. But I'm not
yeah.
depleted. Fucking with
Indeed.
you.
Yeah, it shouldn't be one side as you indicated, and if in order to give to someone else, you have to make sure that you yourself, the person, is taken care of, so that you are able to give. Sometimes people say, "I give you my last $5," but if you need that $5 more than they need that $5, you may want to rethink that and just ensure that the balance is there. Hopefully, if you do give your last $5, you'll be blessed down the road and reciprocate that even greater in return. But also, love and responsibility communication is navigating conflicts and challenges. Love and responsibilities are tested during times of conflict and adversity. How individuals handle disagreements, challenges, and setbacks can either strengthen or strain a relationship.
So navigating challenge, respect, and all that you just said. Um, so basically, that old saying, "Love us, get us through it," that shit's out the window.
What
We
love got to
talking,
do with it?
yeah, what love got to do with
Yeah,
it?
we talking about communication. We're not talking about no love
Yeah,
here.
we need
I
to talk about these
mean,
goddamn bills.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, how we gonna get through it? How we gonna
yeah.
get through these challenges? How we
No,
gonna?
true. Yeah,
And I'm the first person to say on this platform now, my communication skills are not always up to par. I'm getting better. I'm inching my way to a foot. But love ain't gonna get me through this
yeah,
relationship when it needs communication. So
indeed.
if I don't get my communication skills up, it's gonna be a
Gotta be some
long night.
communication because if love ain't bringing your ass home, like you said in Boomerang, we got some bigger problems.
Tony Braxton, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, and navigating the challenges is now what love can do with that is making you is going to enhance you to willingly face the challenges, willingly to be open minded, or try to make an effort.
yes,
You know,
you're right.
like I was just talking about, my communication ain't always up to par, but my love is gonna make me try to make it better.
Is
It's
that
gonna
your
make me get an
duty?
effort to make it better
Is that
and to
your
do it
responsibility?
right.
It's your duty to bust that booty, right?
All this,
Oh man, interesting.
yeah, Idris Elba, he ain't got no communication skills either. Shit, he don't speaking that. He gonna speak that damn English shit. You top of the morning to your mate. Yeah, you know,
Oh,
yeah, bow legged mother. But anyway,
yeah.
I'm hating. I'm hating it. I'm hating all the way.
So, what does the audience think about communication and love and responsibility? Balancing and navigating that, because it's definitely a responsibility to communicate. I feel like it is our duty to communicate. You got two grown people sitting in a room and nobody saying nothing. You know, that's a
Been
choice,
hell, been there. It
right?
don't come out good.
Sometimes you gotta let things cool off, right? Because you ain't got nothing good to say. Don't say nothing at all,
Yeah, I agree with that, but shit still don't come out good.
right? Don't hate. Kia says, "Don't hate, Marcus." She says,
Oh,
"Don't hate."
And I will. This is hey, this is Wednesday night. I'm allowed to hate on Wednesday night.
So he allowed to hate, 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 hate,
Yeah.
hate. Yeah. Floyd said we raw tonight. Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
Wednesday. We off the chain, man. It's on time I get Marcus out the house. So Wednesday night.
You know it. Uh
Yeah.
but back to what you were saying about the communication, man, and love. As we discovered here on this platform, I want to discover as we explore on these platforms of DAR, data from the real, datafromthereal.com, all that good stuff. You can't have a positive relationship without communication.
Indeed.
We it's just impossible.
Yeah, we're not.
And
Yeah. Go ahead.
if you can't speak, you better do some sign language. Write a letter, damn it. And which actually we did that before, and we need to go back and do. I need to revisit that. I had to
Really?
I had to write myself on my note to redo that and write a letter. One time. So just a side note. One time we actually wrote each other a letter. We sat by each other and wrote each other a letter.
Wow. Physical pen in hand and pinned it on a piece of paper you wrote.
Yeah, and it allows for it to be filtered but unfiltered.
Oh.
It's no interruption,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just your way of releasing.
Yeah.
Now
Thoughts
you
on
gotta
paper.
take for granted. She's a writer. I'm a stutterer, so it was a little bit lopsided, but the intent and the message got across, and
Yeah.
that's what that's what communication is: a message, a transmit and a receive,
Yes.
and that paper was the medium.
And she says here that you can get him out done. He is free all week for a night on the town. Yeah, I'm gonna get him out, man. I'm gonna get him out before he can't get out. You know what I mean? Yeah. But she said it was cool. Y'all read it to each other later, so that's awesome, man. Y'all should definitely put that on display, man. Put that in a glass case and then share it with the world, man.
Yeah, you know, and this is something that we should do again. I encourage anybody who's in a relationship or dating someone to do it now. You know, and it gets everything out in the open. You know, and it's a wonderful thing. You know, another thing get let's sometimes we need to get back to basics.
Yeah.
You know, even the best basketball players got to do dribble drills every so often.
Yep. Gotta
They got to
practice.
practice free throws, and oftentimes we need to get back to the certain practices that got us to that good point to maintain that.
Yes.
What's Floyd talking about?
He says good healthy communication is sexy and it empowers the growth of the relationship, and knowing how to talk to your mate is heaven. Right on, sir. Right on.
Right
Floyd is
on.
on point, man. Floyd is on point tonight. So Floyd is giving um, his view of healthy communication and how it empowers the growth of a relationship. That just feels so invigorating just to say the word empowers. I feel like you want to run a lap around the block or something. You know what I mean?
I got
Didn't
flat
know.
feet. I ain't running no damn well. I'll drive around. I'll drive around the neighborhood. Shit.
Knowing how to talk to your mate is heaven. That's like the ultimate dopamine. You know, just talking with your mate. I mean, you don't remember, you remember like when you was young, 16, 18, 20, you talking on the phone for 4 or 5 hours, you know what I mean? Your hand falling dead,
Yeah.
phone dying, you run out of minutes. That's that dopamine, man. That's that oxycontin and all that stuff you was taking there, Marcus. You popping all those pills, man.
Yeah. Serotonins and whatnot. Yeah.
Fentanyl and stuff you taking.
Yeah. Yeah. Some
High as
damn
a kite.
Mad Dog and Kool-Aid.
Old school. He said he a G.
Yeah.
Sitting up under a shade tree. He said he was.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so something. I one of the things I got planned, I for us, me and my lady. I'm not gonna tell her what it is. I had to wait, but it's what it's gonna do is actually kind of let's get away from the noise of the TV. Let's sometimes let's talk. I'm gonna give you a good example. Babe said to me, she said to me, Saturday. I was about to go to the gym. She said, Marcus, what you about to do? I was about to go to the gym. Oh, it could wait. I said, no. What you want? What you want? We want to do something. I'm like, the gym's all right. A gym's gonna be there. But she said, no, we ain't did in a long time. I said, what? We haven't sat on the patio and just drank coffee and talk.
Oh wow. You got one of
And
them
I was like,
swings
nah.
out there?
I said, what?
You got a swing out there on the patio?
Man, I wish I would get my ass on a damn swing. No, we ain't got one, but we just had some chairs and we talked.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and this time of year, I one of the best things, and this is some Floyd type shit, is you can actually, if you get up early in the morning, sit on the patio, talk, and watch the sunrise.
Oh damn. That's deep.
It's an emotional enhancer. I remember we didn't do it this last Saturday, but one time we did that, and it was like we had happened to get up early. It was nice outside, and we watched the sunrise. And it was like, yeah, this shit was up.
No, now you're talking now, man. Now you're talking. So listen to Marcus. Men, fellows out there, if you're single, you want to know how to get a lady. Marcus says sit on the patio, watch the sunrise, sipping coffee, communication, and all the dopamine will flow through.
Yeah. Now know your person. If she's not
ain't
a morning person, yeah, you may want to do the
You gonna be out
nighttime
there by
and watch the
yourself.
sunset or put some wine.
Watch the moon rise or something.
Yeah. You better know your person because I may not go over well with everybody.
Yeah. Oh man. Yes. So hopefully y'all did enjoy this conversation we had tonight of love versus responsibility and communication and duty and loyalty. This is definitely worthy of me. As much as I do enjoy the podcast, I do as much enjoy writing for this podcast because this is one of the things Marcus has allowed me to do for some of our segments, and the past two I was able to do. So just the research, actual writing, putting together the topic, and how it flows to me is some of the traits and responsibilities and duties that I have because I'm loyal like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I do enjoy it. So thank you, Marcus, very much for allowing me to get up my high horse and knock that out the park.
I mean, go ahead and ride, man. Ride. Go ahead and do your junior ride. Ride that pony.
Because I am a writer, an author, and a poet. So this is all natural. Like Kia said, she's sapiosexual, so communication is everything. That's very important.
All right. So, Don, you know what time it is?
Yes, sir. I do know what time it is.
All right. So, we're about to go into our relatively new segment where you get to ask us, somebody from the audience get to ask us a question, and we're going to talk about it. You know, what our thoughts are. So this time you could pick our brains for a couple of minutes. And this is called, what is it called, Don?
On the spot. On the spot. Yeah, appreciate you back, Kia.
So yeah, this is where the audience, like I said, you ask us a question about anything in the wheelhouse of DAR, data from the real, and we'll tell you our thoughts and feelings on it. This is where you can come in and just chime in. You know, feel free, feel open. Remember, this is an open platform. We just want to we like to keep it open, positive, and give you our experiences. You know, so every other Wednesday when Don and I come on, we're gonna try to do this segment, and this is just a way to open it up for everybody to make sure your voice is heard. Um, Speaking of which, your voice is heard. We also will talk about. I want to also mention that giving us topics that you may want us to talk about. Misi just recently gave us some topics, and I want to just address her and
Yes.
say we received them, and they will be in the works. We got you. We got your friend. You know, we appreciate your participation and everything you do in supporting us, like along with our other DAR family members.
Thank you,
So
Missy.
if there's anybody out there who wants to shoot a question out there about what we do and how we do it in the realm of DAR, because we like I said, we trying to be open, we trying to be transparent. Uh, all right, hold on. What she said, babe says, can you put up my IG comment and I'll add my on the spot question here in a moment. Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I got you,
All
sweetie.
right.
If long as chicken fry, I got you. Hold on.
You're welcome, Missy. She indicates thank you for the support and recommendation always.
Yeah, she said make sure we follow our co-host. That will be you, Don.
Yes. Jr. Lily Publications on Facebook and IG, and the website of juniorlilypublications.com.
Yeah, there you go. Like that teleprompter, like that little teleprompter thing. Like we watch and see if your school is closed for the day because it's some like snow, like or
Snow
bad
day.
weather. Yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah,
hey, come on,
getting up at 6 in the morning, watching that sunrise.
boy. Yeah, come on. No school. Snow day,
Yeah,
boy. That's what it feel like. Okay.
no problem anytime, Missy says. We're gonna take those ideas Missy got. We're gonna wove that into a show. I gotta reread that and see how I want to come up with and
Man,
marinate, man, because that was a lot of information, but it was good information, man. Good
I
topic.
loved it, and hey,
Yeah.
my brain get to thinking. So I need to put pen to paper
Yes.
because I saw some other opportunities in there. I was like,
Hmm.
ooh, yeah, got it. But yeah, so be like, so other people be. I want things like that because some of our stuff that we already covered came from the audience.
Hmm.
You know, you know. So Don,
Yes.
poetry wise,
Yes, sir.
has Dar inspired any more poetry on your neck of the woods?
Oh, yes, it has inspired. Inspiration has been 100 megafold, and I constantly am writing off that inspiration, and hopefully soon I'll be able to share those works with the audience. More details to come soon. But on the spot question: do either of you believe that you can overcome anything with your partner with the level of love you have? If so, why? If not, why not? Marcus.
So, all right. So I'm gonna analyze the question. Do either of you believe that you can overcome anything with your partner with the level of love you have? So, with the metaphysical portion of me saying is yes, because my level of love I have, it pushes me, it motivates me to like, it can make me say, okay, things will get better. You know, also all that dope allows me to not overstress too much. Like
Too
so for
high.
yeah, for example, I had a stressful moment Saturday, and I had to tell her what my stressful moment was. I was like, and she started talking to me. It's like, but I stopped because my it was the Mother's Day weekend. I was like, oh, this was my responsibility stuff. I said, hold up. I'm not gonna ruin your weekend with this. But she allowed me to say what I need to say real quick, and I'm now and allowed me to think, and I'm already analyzing things to overcome that situation. But that's because I love her. So that's that metaphysical side. Now the realistic side say, yeah, we may not love can't always overcome everything, but the love things it says I could damn near I can or make me want to try. It
Yeah,
doesn't make me give up on that love.
indeed.
What you got, Don?
It's a good take, Marcus. I don't know if I can follow that, but let me try. Uh, do you do either of you believe you can overcome anything with your partner with the level of love you have? So why? If so, why not? I believe anything can be accomplished and overcome with the level of love by I'm going to break it down here through understanding obligation and duties, and that is from a love's responsibility because if we're handling things don't that leaves less to be addressed, right? Because if we get up our routine, like you wake your partner up, if they want to be woke up early, and you already got their coffee on because you know they like coffee in the morning, they ready to go. Boom, their day is off to a great start. You've already poured into their cup. At the same time, they're pouring into your cup, and just handling our responsibilities within a relationship, knowing our place, or not knowing our place, but knowing what we like to do from the aspect of showing our love, it allows everything to flow smoothly. Because if you're speaking in the love language, you know what your partner likes, your partner knows what you like, and you're playing off those emotions, and then you get that dopamine because you are doing something that makes you feel good, and in turn you know that they're going to do something that makes you feel good, and then the serotonin is when you're doing something you're going to feel good about yourself, and that is it coincides with the duty to do something for your partner, the responsibility of handling things your partner may need assistance with. You know, we men think we know everything, but at times we need help with on occasions with certain things that we just may not understand. And that's where your partner comes in and they perhaps can provide a different aspect of understanding or aspect of knowledge. And that brings the two together closer because now you're piggybacking off each other with your feelings and your emotions. If it doesn't work, it's because you're not communicating. That probably be the first reason, the only reason that I can think of as to why it won't work.
Oh, so man, I just heard something in your comment that like, oh shit,
What's that, sir?
that might be a whole nother show, or maybe
What I say?
how
I'm
you
sorry.
how, in translation how your partner could temper your ego.
Oh,
It could temper your ego.
wow. And check you, in other words,
Yeah,
right?
because only ain't too many women in this world can really fucking check me.
Okay.
Off the rip, ain't but really two that can really check me. And that's Kia McLean the poet, Kia S. McLean the poet, and Thelma Goodwin. Them the only two that can really check
Yeah.
me.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So they can those are the ones that could temper my ego. Like get it together. What the
Okay.
fuck wrong with you moments?
Indeed. We have
Yeah.
another on the spot question from Missy Webster. Love is patient, kind, long lasting, with work carried and respectfulness. Respectful. Do you all agree? And how can you make love last a lifetime as it should not be temporary?
Hold on, I gotta read that a little bit. I gotta read that 3 times because I
Yeah.
got process. Love is patient. Okay, okay. Oh hell yeah, we can make it last. This is
She's
why.
sweat up in here.
Yeah, shit. Damn right can make it last because we just did a segment. I don't know, babe, about a month ago now about waking up to the same person 30 years. Oh, and everything we responsibility we just talk about now, all that's work.
Yeah, you got to put in the work.
Yeah, I'm not putting a ring on a finger for temporary. I'm not renting a wife. I did that shit before. It was an intentional rent, but that's what it ended up with it being. I rented a wife.
Mm.
And when you know what's another name? You know what another name for rent a wife is? Divorce.
Mm.
But I didn't do a lot. I didn't do the level of work that was needed. I didn't do responsibility that was needed. I didn't take care of my business like I was needed. You know,
Come on, Marcus.
it
Preach.
is. So all that is like you said. So those are some three things that help lead to making it temporary. You know, I take responsibility. I take part, or I take accountability for my responsibility for a
Mm.
divorce.
Mm.
You know, a nan divorce one sided for real, for real. You know, it just so just like no marriage should be one sided. How can I be married or she be married and I ain't married? Really?
Yeah, that don't work.
So it's all exactly don't work.
Married
So
with a
I
girlfriend
have
on
to
the
I had
side.
to put work
Yeah.
to make marriage work to make it a lifetime, like she said, the love of lifetime.
Yeah. Girlfriend with a wife on the side.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Get your
Marcus saying.
girlfriend with a wife on the side. She get your ass beat.
But yes, how can you make love last a lifetime as it should not be temporary?
So what you got for that, Don?
I was thinking it's true. Love is an emotion that reflects deep affection and care and connection. You have to be with the right person. And it has to be a metaphysical connection because that is that passion that you get in which you get from day one. You can meet a person, and over the course of time, you can learn to love them, and it may last. But I think if you can connect with a person on certain aspects or levels from day one, that metaphysical going to take you farther than what temporary may last. You want to let that metaphysical carry you into the psychological, where you're getting those chemicals in the brain that are being released constantly, uh, making you feel good or making them feel good, and then you work on the communication and you work on the responsibility and the duties, and all that will carry you beyond a temporary aspect because you can meet somebody and think you're in love and feel like love, but then you wake up tomorrow and they won't return your calls.
Hmm.
They didn't got what they want, or whatever it may have been in that moment, and that's what it was, a moment in time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right on. Great question. That was a great question, Misi. All right. What's this? Damn. Did our third kind of co-host jump in? Hold on.
Yes. Floyd jumps in. What's the song that instantly makes you think about your mate?
I just had this one. It was Ed Sheeran song. Shit.
You said Kim McLean says Keith Sweat make it last.
Yeah.
I would say that's a good question, Floyd. But that song that comes to mind with my mate would be the Jay Z and Beyonce, uh, me and my girlfriend.
Oh, I'm gonna find this song. Me and my girlfriend. Hold on. It's gonna bug me.
You gonna sing it, man? You finally got to sing it.
I ain't saying all that now. Hold on.
At least say what's love got to do with it. You're gonna doing all that.
hold on.
DC
Don't.
says first you have to identify if you are truly in love or not. Love is emotions, and there are many levels to it. Indeed, Misa, you have to. That person has to answer that question if they are truly in love, because love is not something you can fake. It's gonna show on your sleeve if you're faking it, and it is emotions. There are levels. There are levels to this, man.
It is. Hold on. Give me 1 second. It's
Okay.
gonna bother me till I get that song. Damn it.
All
I'm gonna
right.
go on
Well,
mute for a hot second.
and I was putting together this show. We make all kind of notes here. Um, I was just going through some of the notes that I made. The things a man will do for love may not always align with the things he will do while in love. And there's just something to ponder on. It doesn't mean anything. Or just some notes that I have wrote there. If anyone has any comments on that, they're free to put them in the chat.
Yeah. Screw it. It's gonna have to bother
Okay.
me later. I'll put it in the chat when I remember it.
Right.
Oh, my.
Yeah. What do you think about that comment I just said, Marcus? I said the things a man would do for love may not always align with the things he will do while in love.
Mmm. Mmm. That's hard. That's hard. That really is hard. What I would do for love, because what you do for love, you should be doing in love.
So true. If that is truly in love or not, as Misi stated. Because if he's out there like Too Short, he's just chasing the cat. That's the name of the song. Then once he get the bag, he may be like, "Oh, well, I buy the milk, but I got the cow now." You know what I mean? So you think about a person who may be in that mindset.
Yeah. But what you if you want for chasing that cat is not chasing love though.
You're right, but that person is going to present themselves to get to your metaphysical Romeo and Juliet style that they are in love. And your dopamines, or this person's dopamines and serotonin is going to start to flowing. And were they truly in love? Because there's different levels. And as much as it is to the person to show that they want to be in love, it's up to the person whose experiences to also understand and reflect. I think we've spoken that on another podcast too. So you can't let's go blindly into love. You have to understand if this is what you want at this time and if this person is true in their feelings.
Yeah. Whew.
Some people don't have the capacity to identify love if they lack love or fear love. Ooh, that's a good one. If they fear love, because if you fear love, you're gonna run from it. Even if the
Mm,
person is genuine, you're gonna run from it. You're gonna push them away. You're gonna push them back, and you're gonna control those psychological feelings because you don't want to experience that. Maybe through previous hurt. Uh, that's deep, man. That's
yeah.
another show.
God, dog.
Yeah, we just getting all
Some
these
people don't have
ideas.
the capacity to define love. If they lack love or fear love. Yeah,
Yeah,
because we can give a definition of love, but ultimately, love is a
that's
whole
just
nother
words,
level,
though. That's
spiritual
words.
level.
Yeah.
And if you, especially if you wasn't loved as a, I ain't trying to be a psychologist, but if you wasn't loved properly as a child, and or what you seen influence what you, or proper love might be making you not know what love is and give that lack of love or fear it because what you think is love is not what it really is,
Hmm. You got
aka
a point.
abuse.
Uh, AKA anime.
Yeah, aka eat the cake.
Ike Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kia says I lack self love and fear love at one point, so I miss those experiences a lot. That's
So,
deep. That's deep.
I am in our relationship. I am the one who's always trying to say, look at the bright side of everything to a fault. And she said, I lack self love and feared love at one point, and I missed those experiences a lot. But because you lacked those at one point in your time and you found them, you you found me and I found you. If you experienced some of those prior to those 3 years ago, I might never have met you because
Mm.
you're loyal. Who you with is who you with, and if you with somebody and at years ago because you was able to have that self love and didn't fear love, you might never have graced my spirit. So I'm always gonna I'm look at the bright side of that.
You putting it down. Walker's over here putting it down.
Yeah, yeah. Damn Key Sweat. And Idris and fuck Idris Elba.
Oh man.
Yeah. So all right, Don. I think we had
Yes, sir.
enough of that.
Yeah, we may have had enough, or they had enough of us.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, I do want to read one poem that I think is tied to this love versus responsibility.
Man, do your
This
thing.
is coming from Thoughts During an Epiphany, The Complete Complexion. And I'm going to read this in my words, in my own words, because it was written by me. And it's titled Love Is. So I think it's very appropriate for this segment. I hope I don't offend anybody with this, but I'm going to read it. Love is a beast. Love is a bitch. Love is a grind. Love is the shit. Love is peace. Love is war. Love is the sun, the moon, and the stars. Love is no pain. Love is no gain. Love is trial and error, and you carrying my last name. Love is not dead, for love is real. Love is all about emotions and being able to forgive. Love is saying, I'm sorry. Love is saying, I miss you. Love is me loving you and you loving me back, but we're not in love. So, what is the issue? Love is.
Man, do your poem shit. That is what's up. All them snaps.
Yes, sir.
Mm, that is, I like that. That's probably one of my favorites you had that you said on
Yeah.
here before.
Yeah.
So I really dig it.
Dig it.
Yeah. JuniorLilyPublications.com.
Yes. And with that being said, he is Marcus and I am
That is
Don.
Don.
And we're out. Till next time. Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Remember next Tuesday, the poet and the
And
therapist.
therapist.
Make sure you tune in.
Yes.